now let's move on to our first guest speaker. Her name is Maryory Duarte, Sheffield. She belongs to multiple Toastmaster clubs. She's Venezuelan, but she lives in the US. She's a member of 2 clubs there in the US and another one in Chile. She's a health educator at the Marion County Public Health Department, advanced Toastmaster Gold, past president of Speaking of Health, current president of Business and Community, and just to let you know, she has a very interesting TED Talk. Now with you, Maryory, and communication and leadership, find your voice in Toastmaster. Floor is yours.
Many years ago, I was invited, more likely compelled by my supervisor to do a daily presentation for a large group in a 3-day car dealers convention. I have never spoken in front of any group beside my coworkers and my classmates. That was easy, a comfort zone. My panic started sinking at that moment. But I didn't have another choice than finding my voice to be able to comply with my supervisor's requirement, or I was going to be forced to find another job. I didn't want to do that. I love that job, so I had to do it. Public speaking was never in my radar, never. And I never thought that I was going to be able to overcome the fear of public speaking. And that happened when my supervisor did that wonderful invitation to me. And as you can see, I'm here with you today, speaking in front of you virtually because of that big push, which I really appreciate. Welcome, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. What is Toastmasters? Toastmasters is a nonprofit organization that is been around almost 100 years, 96 to be exact, 96. And it has 352,000 membership in 16,400 clubs in 141 countries around the world. This is the largest provider of dynamic, high-value experimental communication and leadership skills development in the world. You can find other places where you can develop your skills, certainly. However, not like Toastmasters and the price that we are paying in Toastmasters. I'm in love with this organization. Stand before the people you fear and speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. That is from Maggie Kahn. Toastmasters International has a mission, and is to empower you, to empower me, to empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders through the programs that they have developed over the years. And it has been almost 100 years around, is because it works. That is where leaders are made. And you are a leader, and probably you don't know that you are one. Each club has a mission, and it is to provide a positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. I know that by heart, and I have experienced that mission from the club. I have been in the club since 2013, and I believe I have missed probably 2 or 3 meetings because of vacation or because I was sick. But I breathe Toastmasters. This is important to me. Why? Because every day I learn something. Every time I go to Toastmasters, I learn something. And I want to advance. I want to advance because I want to become a better speaker and a better leader. What do we have with the clubs? We have a self-paced learning environment. Nobody's going to push you around. Nobody's going to do what my supervisor did to me many, many years ago. This is only you. It's your decision. It's your desire to learn. You are going to select a path for you to develop. You are going to do your projects on your own. What can you find in there are different type of speeches. The first one, the icebreaker. I know about me like nobody else knows. I did my icebreaker, I spoke about me, and it was easy to do it. That's why we select the icebreaker with you, with yourself, because it's the subject that you can manage the best. There are the wonderful table topics, and those are 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes to elaborate something when the table topics masters is giving you a question. Why? Because you can elaborate in an impromptu speech. Sometimes we are asked questions and we may not know the answers, but we can come up with some kind of answer, dodging that question. Remember the politicians. Sometimes they are asked one thing and they go to another thing. So that's how we can do. But we never stay quiet. We can say something. The prepared speeches, those are wonderful. Like this one that I'm doing today. I've been working on this one for a little over 2 days, trying to come up with a good idea for this presentation tonight. Because we have to have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion with a message, and it's prepared. When we prepare our speeches, those are done through the pathway that we select. This is different, but normally it's through the pathways that we are developing. We receive honest evaluation from our peers because they are going to let us know what we are doing excellent, what we are not doing that good, because there is a room for improvement all the time. We are not going to be ever impacted negative with those comments. The evaluators are going to do it the best they can for us to stay motivated. There is a volunteer opportunity because we have a group of leaders in the club, beginning from the president, VP of education, VP of membership, VP of public relations, treasurer, secretary, and sergeant at arms. All of them are volunteers, and each one has their issues, the responsibilities that they provide, and they develop their skills. Also, we can participate in contests, and we can receive things like this. Oh, it cannot be seen. We can learn in a supportive environment and develop our communication and leadership skills. And we can become an accredited speaker. That is a very special program in the Toastmasters. I think we have to do something like 25 speeches, very special, to be accredited as a speaker. We can participate in the district conference. I consider this one the district conference for Latin America. Since yesterday, Monday through Friday, we are going to be participating in different events. The annual convention that is in August. I received today, and I believe everybody received today, that invitation for the August convention. We also have helpful resources through the website of Toastmasters International and the magazine, where we can read articles that are very interesting. So Toastmasters can help you to develop your skills. In my position, I have to do presentations everywhere. And I thought that I was doing it well when I started working at the Marion County Public Health Department. I didn't notice my ums and ahs. When I start with Toastmasters, I noticed how I was doing it. And those ums and ahs, so were making a negative impact in my presentations. Also, with Toastmasters, I was selected to be the anchor for the radio show of the health department, the anchor for the TV show of the health department. And currently, I'm the anchor of the 90 seconds segment for TV of the health department. All of those are in Spanish. In English, it's handled by another person. But those are the opportunities that have been opened for me because of Toastmasters. Toastmasters has given opportunity to many people, and I would like to invite at this time none other than Mayra Lisbeth Dávalos Tinajero from the club GAM from Mexico. Mayra, could you please open your mic and give us your experience?
Hello, everybody. Greetings from Mexico. If I can leave you with something out of this message is that if you're nervous and you're about to begin a speech, try to go as if you are about to enter the soccer field. I usually go like that when I'm really, really nervous, and that calms me down. And it helps me be calm. Let me tell you, I've been in Toastmasters since 2016, and for me it has been a life-changing experience. Why? Because I was always outspoken, but I was always getting in trouble because I was speaking out of turn, or I was not really thinking what I was saying. After I entered Toastmasters, I became more thoughtful about how I was gonna say what I was gonna say. Right now, I am part of 2 clubs here in Guadalajara, one in English and one in Spanish. As a job, I am a translator and English teacher. And thus, the fact that I am practicing public speaking on a weekly basis really helps me to be a better teacher to my students, and also to be more up to date in conversations, vocabulary, etc. That's been in terms of the communication skills. In terms of leadership, I was first in one club, and then I created my own club, or my family's club, in my hometown, and I have been the vice president of education, I've been the president, and now I am the area director. And it has helped me to really potentialize and support other people to develop their own skills too, and it gives me a lot of satisfaction. There is no payment, but the fact that I'm making a difference in the life of others has been really rewarding. And lastly, in Toastmasters, last spring, I had the chance to compete in the international speech contest, and I earned 2nd place at the district level. If you're new to Toastmasters, first you compete in your club, and then the area, and then the division, and then the semifinals where there are 12 finalists, and then finals, which there are 6 finalists. And after that process, I got second place. It was really nerve-wracking, but it was an amazing experience. I play volleyball and I play soccer, and winning that place was almost as exciting as playing soccer and volleyball. And I have other things to tell you. As a Toastmaster, you always want to keep going and going, but really find your voice and use it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that testimony. It is very important. Next, I'm inviting Sebastián Ádaros Boye from Club Viña del Mar, Chile. Welcome. Open your mic, Sebastián.
Thank you very much. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters from Latin America and guests from all over the world. My name is Sebastián Ádaros. I am a teacher of English at a university, and I am also one of the founding members of Viña Toastmasters in Viña del Mar, Chile. I became a Toastmaster in 2014, back then with no interest whatsoever in leadership, only in practicing my spoken English and widening my active vocabulary. However, just 2 months after joining, I was suddenly offered a leadership position at my job, for which I was completely unprepared. So Toastmasters became key in helping me develop the skills, mindset, and resilience that I needed in order to succeed. Realizing how much I had learned in just the first 2 years and how much more I could accomplish if my club thrived, I decided to join the club's executive committee, first as Vice President Education, the following year as President, and I am currently the Sergeant at Arms of my club, which right now is allowing me to develop Zoom skills and also online hosting skills that are especially relevant these days. Today, I am no longer in a leadership position at my job, but the transferable skills that I have developed are still crucial every day in my life, making me a proactive and collaborative team member among my workmates. And that's without mentioning how the public speaking skills and confidence that I have gained have been important in many professional activities where I have been a speaker. So to sum up, I would say that to me, Toastmasters has been much more than a training program. It has become part of my identity and of my way of facing life and facing my profession.
Thank you so much for that wonderful experience shared with everybody. Now, why I can't go back? I think this froze. I cannot believe this froze. Let me stop sharing and restart my sharing. Okay, it's not working, not a problem. You know what? I was going to talk to you about my experience with TED Talk. In 2017, I was invited to do a TED Talk, and I didn't know what it was. And I accepted, but I thought that it was another kind of presentation. I asked my husband about that, and I told him, I think I'm going to relinquish that. I'm going to let another person to do it. And he said, do you know what is Toastmaster? Do you know what is TED Talk? And I said, no, I don't know. And he explained to me what it was, a TED Talk. And I said, well, I'm going to do it myself because this is very important. I prepared my TED Talk, Natural Helpers, Maryory Duarte, Sheffield, and I practiced it with Toastmasters. Toastmasters was my place for rehearsal. One day I was practicing it and it froze. When it froze, I panicked. I heard all the people that were beside me saying, keep going, keep going, keep going. And I said, I can't, I can't, I can't. And one person that was at my left, his name is James, he told me, what are you going to do if this happens on the real stage? That was enough to click in my brain. And I kept going, like I'm doing right now. I don't have the presentation, but I have to continue. And I went to my presentation. The moment came and I started my presentation. Everything went really well until my presentation didn't freeze, but it started passing fast. I heard the audience saying, oh, and I said, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. And I kept going. And the tech team, they put together the words with my presentation and everything went well. Passing with the time, I think, and I thought, well, Toastmaster helped me with this. And Toastmaster has helped me with my job. Toastmaster has helped my confidence. I could be very nervous, but nobody noticed it. My stomach could be jiggling, but nobody noticed it because I learned how to handle my nervousness and my fear. I still have fear for public speaking, but find your voice, find the club that fits your needs, speak with the VP of membership, join the club, return your form, pay the dues, and do your homework. Find your voice, be authentic, then dive with purpose. Do it. It's for you, not for Toastmasters. Back to you, Mr. Toastmasters.